Okay, my name is Espinola Quinn. Today's date is July 30th, 2017. I am going to be talking to an individual by the name of Theodore Collis regarding an incident which he was a witness to. Could you please identify yourself, sir?
Theodore Collis,
Okay, and Theodore, what's your address, please?
23952 Homerson Street,
And where's that at?
Clackamas, Louisiana.
Okay, and what's your date of birth, Theodore?
10/20/82.
Okay, and give us your phone number, please.
225-802-9996.
Okay, and the last four digits of your social security number.
1114.
Okay, Theodore, again, my name is Espinola Quinn. I'd like to talk with you about a roofing job that you worked on for an individual by the name of Clarice Lacey. That's Clerice Lacey. And the residence of Clarice is 1312 Maryland Avenue. What town is that in, Theodore?
Fort Allen.
Okay, so my understanding is that you were working on a roofing job at this residence, and my understanding also is that this occurred on June the 26th, 2017. Is that your recollection, Theodore?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And I just want you to tell me, how did you come about this job? Do you do roofing work? What's your occupation? Or do you do all kinds of things?
I do all kinds of things.
Okay. All right. So tell me how you came to get this job to be working on Miss Lacey's residence.
My wife seen it. O'Neal posted on Facebook about a roofing job.
O'Neal who?
O'Neal Bosley.
Okay. So your wife sees a post on Facebook about O'Neal Bosley Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Needing someone to help on a roofing job. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's how you came about to work on this particular job. Okay. So I just need you to tell me. We've reconciled the dates, and again, it appears that the job started on the 26th, June 26, 2017. So you went to work that same day that your wife made contact with O'Neal. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you got to work basically before 12, after 12, what?
After 12.
After 12 that same day. And who was there? Who was working?
O'Neal was there.
It was just O'Neal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there was no one else working on that date?
Timothy came by.
Okay, so he was working on that date also?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Was the homeowner at home on that first day? Do you remember?
She was there when I first arrived there.
Okay. Where was she? Inside the home?
Inside the house.
Okay. All right. Did you have a chance to interact with her? Did you talk with her?
I think she came outside one time and spoke.
Okay.
Asked us how we was doing.
Okay. All right. Do you know Miss Clarice before that date?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, did anybody else come to the residence on that date, on the first date when y'all started?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, you got there, it was after 12. What time did y'all finish that day?
About 7, 8 o'clock.
Okay. 7, 8 o'clock that evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. The next day, which would have been the 27th, June 27th, 2017, in your own words, describe to me what happened. Y'all got there at what time?
At about 8 o'clock.
Okay. And just tell me basically, what were y'all doing?
Tying the shingles off the roof.
Okay.
And putting felt back out there.
All right. Did you Did you see the homeowner again on that date?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Okay. So did anything? Who was there on that date? Who reported for work on that date?
It was just me and O'Neal that day.
Okay. All right. So that morning was only you and O'Neal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. What happened? Did anyone else show up for work on that date?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay. So you worked that day from 8 that morning until what time?
I think we left from up there about 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay. And it was only you and O'Neal that worked the entire day?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone come on the job that day?
Leon came by.
Okay. A gentleman by the name of Leon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you describe him?
He about 5'9".
Okay.
Kind of chubby like.
All right. Black male, white male?
Black.
Okay. And what did he come in?
Came in a truck.
A truck, you remember?
SUV, like a Navigator or something like that.
Okay, great. You don't remember? Do you remember the color, anything?
Like it's blue or gray.
Okay, all right. Could you describe, if anything, do you remember what he had on?
Yeah, he had an AT&T work shirt on.
Okay, all right. And who was there when, did this man, the one we're talking about, did he identify himself? Did he say who he was?
He said, "Now with Leon."
Okay, all right. And where were you at this time?
I was on the ground loading the shingles up on the trailer.
Okay. So this gentleman that identifies himself as Leon comes in this blue or gray Navigator with an AT&T shirt on, and he identifies himself and says that he's Leon.
Yes,
so what did he come there to do?
When he got there, he just said, "Look like you're gonna be some good employees." And he walked around the house making sure that the job was getting done.
Okay, who was he talking to?
He was talking to me and Timothy.
So Timothy was there? Earlier you said Timothy wasn't there. You recall that?
Timothy was there on 26th.
Timothy was there on the 26th. We're talking about the 27th, though. That was the next day.
But Timothy wasn't there on the 27th.
Okay, so did Leon come on the 26th, the first day, or the 27th, the second day?
27th.
Okay. So when he made the statement that looks like y'all going to be some good employees, he made that to you and Timothy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to put any words in your mouth. I just need you to tell me. Was Timothy there?
I think he came on. I think Leon came on the 26th too.
Okay. So you're not sure if it was the 26th or the 27th, but nevertheless, it was you and Timothy that was there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. It's understandable if you can't remember exactly which day it was. But what's important is that it was you and Timothy that was there, and Timothy was also hired to work on this roofing job. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So where was O'Neal at this time?
O'Neal had ran to the store to grab some more material.
Okay. So this man who identifies himself as Leon comes, and he says to you and Timothy, what does he say again?
He said, "Y'all look like y'all gonna be some good employees."
Okay. What else did he say to you all?
He asked us if we need anything like water or whatever.
Okay. And what did y'all tell him?
Told him, yeah, we need the water.
Okay. So, what else did he say?
And he didn't say nothing else after that. He asked us where O'Neal had went, and we told him he had went to the store.
Okay, so he specifically asked for O'Neal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and y'all told him that O'Neal went to the store.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you said that he walked around the house.
Yes, ma'am.
You said that he came there. What was your impression? You know, like, had you met him before?
No, ma'am.
Do you know him? Did you know him before that date?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this man, I'll just say stranger man comes on the job who identified himself to be Leon. What did you think he was? Who did you think he was?
The way he was talking to us, like he was the owner or something.
The owner of what?
Or the company, the roofing company.
And what would make you come to that conclusion?
The way he was talking to us, like when he said we were going to be some good employees.
Okay.
Like he was going to hire us or something for another job.
Okay, good. And again, I just want to make it clear that you had not seen him before. You didn't know him.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So if I show you a picture of him right now, would you be able to identify?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Is this a picture of the gentleman that you said that you saw?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And the gentleman that I'm showing him is a Facebook picture of Leon Gudo Jr. Do you have any doubts that this was the same man?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I know for sure that's the same man.
Awesome. Okay. And again, I don't want to put any words or anything in your mouth. I'm just trying to get the facts of what happened. How long have you been knowing O'Neal?
All my life.
Okay. Have you ever worked with O'Neal before?
That was my first job working with him.
Okay. What do you know about O'Neal and his work experiences, his reputation? Do you know anything bad or good or just anything about O'Neal's work ethic?
I know he a good worker.
How do you know that?
I've seen some of his work.
You have? Like what?
Like when was the one doing the roofing job.
Okay. All right. And would you say that O'Neal is knowledgeable?
Yes, ma'am.
He is knowledgeable. Would you say, or do you know anything regarding O'Neal not having any kind of integrity? Do you know anything of O'Neal, maybe, I'll just use the word jacking people?
No, ma'am. I ain't never heard of that.
Nothing of that nature. Okay, great. And another thing that I want to ask you is, are you giving this this interview voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
Freely? Are you giving this interview freely?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did anyone coerce you? Did I coerce you? Did anyone pay you to say anything? Did anyone tell you what to say, or are you giving this interview of your free will, and is it voluntary?
Yes, ma'am. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Nobody asked me to pay me or do none of that.
All right. And are you giving this interview of your free will because this is indeed what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We're going to end this interview. Again, today is July the 30th, 2017. It's approximately 12:30ish. Can't tell what time it is from my interview because I can't get to my my clock. But again, today is July 30th, 2017. Thank you, Mr. Theodore. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.